Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are playing Theme Park Tycoon 2 and we're starting a brand new park and yeah, we're just going to be having some fun generally. So I am here with my friend Wally 2010.
Hello.
So yeah, we're just going to be, so for this park we have three main objectives. Objective number 1 is to reach 5 stars in these stars. So once you get out, start to add rides, when you start to add decorations, all of those things, these will go up eventually. And yeah, once we hit 5 stars, that is objective number 1. Objective number 2 is to get 1 million money. So currently we're at 14,000. That's because we have no rides or anything. So we're going to be playing some rides and grinding that money. And objective number 3 is to unlock all of the plot land expansions that you can get with normal money. There are some that you can get with Robux, but we're going to be trying to unlock all of the ones that you can get with money. Are we ready to get into this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Then. So, first ride. What is really cheap?
I think we should start with the teacups.
Everyone starts with the teacups.
Yeah.
Iconic, let's do it. So let's stick the actual ride around here.
Yeah, make
and then
pass.
Let's do the entrance there and the exit here. Now, we've literally just deleted everything from the default map to try and earn as much money as we can. Because, guys, we are going to need quite a lot of money. Not only is it one of our objectives, but we also need money to expand the park. So, yeah.
Now then, we shall open our first ride.
Yeah, definitely. So, we open? Are we open? Okay.
We are open.
So, if you guys don't know how this game works, then essentially, guests come to your park and they can ride your rides and walk around your park and buy food from stalls, all of that kind of stuff. Are we going in it too? Hang on. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. And they can ride your rides and they pay money to not only enter the park, but also to buy food and to ride the rides. So, this is our first ride. This is the Teacups ride, iconic in most theme parks. If you've ever been to a theme park that doesn't have the teacups, then it's not a theme park.
Yeah.
Really. So, this is pretty cool. And by the way, guys, I know I'm a bacon. I know I'm never a bacon in videos. That it's a long story, but just know that, yeah, I don't want to be a bacon, but yeah, it's a long story. Just
what's wrong with bacons?
Well, I mean, look at my hair. and I mean, it is literally default avatar. Oh well. So this ride's quite long. Like, I didn't think it took this long.
I know.
But I think it looks like it's coming to a stop here. Either way, I'm going to get off because I'm bored.
Yeah, me too.
Is this some trash, I see?
I think we have enough money for our second ride.
Let's clean up this trash first.
I love the
Yeah, it's great. Because that's wait, hang on. If people have donated $30 million to take 30 million pounds of trash out the ocean, then there must have been a lot of spinning. Oh, guys, we just got our first achievement, getting started. Now what we're going to do is, this is going to be the main path, so let's extend this a little bit. Now, each one of these path cells is 15, so we've just spent about 200 on paths, which is not great, but if it's what we have to do, it's what we have to do. So
I feel like we should put our second ride, which is the spiral slide, down here.
Yeah, so should I put it down, or do you want to put it down? Or
I'll do it.
Okay.
There we go.
So, this is like...
There we go.
The helter-skelter, the slide that goes around, and you can... Yep, you can... You ride on a mat, so it's pretty cool. So, let's create some paths here. So we're not really worried too much about decoration. At the minute, this is quite a horrible decoration. But what we're going to do is we're going to create a bit of a longer path because we want as many people as we can to be able to queue up at once. And seeing as only one person can ride this at a time, that means that people are going to be queuing for quite a while. As you can see, going back to our carousel, our teacup ride, You can see that we have tons of people. Okay, let's have a look. Hazel, you're hungry. Okay, now as you can see, our guests aren't very, like, happy or anything at the minute, really. But we're going to work on this. We're going to keep making our park better and better. So, how was it, Alfonso?
It was very entertaining for me.
They're asking why you're looking at me. Anyway,
Nice.
now good thing about this ride is that it can hold many people. So, all that big queue has been able to have been seated on here with one seat to spare. So now the next queue starts, and we have already added 10, nearly doubled the amount of guests in our park.
I think we should add some stalls now.
Yeah, let's add some stalls.
Yeah.
So, I think we should create a food area. Because what we don't want to do too much is we don't want to completely, obviously, what we're doing in a minute, we're not worrying too much about decoration and all of that stuff. But in the long run, we're not gonna take down a food court. We're just gonna make it better. So what we don't want to do is we don't just want to put stalls randomly, because I know in the end we will make a food court. So I've just created a little square of paths over here, and then we'll connect this up to our main path. The money, it hurts. So stalls wise, we have quite a few. There's soft drinks. So most of these, we're actually going to put most of these down right here, right now. So soft drinks, pizza, ice cream, fries, slush. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Is it G's go down? Yeah. I haven't played this in a while. So slushy, then we want hot drinks, then we want candy floss, then we want popcorn, and then we want burgers, and then we want refreshing fruits for anyone who wants to be a bit healthier. So now our guests, they're going to have tons of things, but if they're buying things, then they're just going to keep littering. Guys, stop littering. Do you see what I have to do to pick up this stupid litter?
Why don't we add a few chairs down as well? Because
I think that'll be
you can't eat your pizza without chairs.
Exactly. I mean, who wants to stand up? I mean, have you seen how big the pieces of pizza this is? I mean, look at this one on the roof. Like, they're gonna need a chair to sit down. And I've just noticed our star count has gone up. We are now half a star, which is quite alright. Now what we're gonna do is, because like TMC's has just happened, we do not want to be littering the environment. So we're going to be placing now some of these rubbish bins, so our guests are encouraged to not litter, but instead throw their rubbish into a bin to be recycled. But yeah, we've got a lot of people in the carousel ride.
That's good.
Seems that's quite popular. Now, let's check the thoughts of this, actually. I'm excited. Okay. I keep saying carousel, it's teacups, just as I said that a second ago. We're going to up the price to £11. So, all these guests must be absolutely loaded, because they're paying like £100 for like 10 rides, which is definitely expensive. But, now some people are saying that Spiral Slide is too expensive, so we are going to down the price by £1 or dollar. I don't know what currency this game goes off, but oh wow, we've got a lot of people down at the food court. We've got people sitting down, we've got tons of people buying food, which is great because we spent so much money on this thing, and yeah, things are going well.
You know, it might be time for our third ride.
I think it's time for our third ride, and I think we should do the
carousel.
Yeah, let's do the carousel. I'll place it down if you want. So if we place that, then if we do our entrance, this is always a popular one. Now there is a lot of horses on it, so there is a lot of space that people can go on. We are going to make sure that it has a nice big queue path to do to people to queue in, but we don't want to make it too big as well, because if we make it too big, then we have people complaining that they don't want to walk all of the way, which is not what we want. Yeah, so I think that is a good queue length. Now, for some reason, some of these are legacy paths and some of them are not, So I'm actually going to delete all the legacy paths because... Oh, nope, they weren't legacy paths. They were just not loading. So we're going to put back the paths. Thank you, Wally. I hate it. The paths are so unreliable though sometimes, aren't they? Like what is this? Like, when is that ever going to be any use to someone? Like... Okay, so...
I'm going to try it.
Now we are... Okay, let's actually open the ride. And let's see. Now, I don't think we can't really place our next ride yet because we are running out of money. We only have 2,754 money left. So what we're going to do is we're going to need to wait for our park to do its thing, for more guests to come along, more guests to ride the rides, and more guests to buy food and everything. How is the ride, Wally?
Very entertaining.
Yeah, it looks at, and we do have people queuing up here. We have
very good.
Angeline, we have Madison, and we have Trent. So yeah, that is.
Whee!
Oh wow, teacups is really popular.
Wow.
Yeah, Giovanna's going in the teacups.
I'm quite lonely.
And Giovanna is excited for teacups. That's what we like when our guests are excited to come to our theme park.
How's the food court going?
I think it's doing quite well. There's still quite a lot of people here. Now, Jeffrey, excuse me, sir. Jeffrey. Maybe one of our goals should try and be to have no trash in the park. That would be pretty cool. Just because we've got our main 3 quests, which is the money, it's the 5 stars, and the land. But we should also probably have some mini sub-quests, like trying to get no trash in the park. Excuse me, there is another piece of trash down here. Anyway. Yeah. So we can have some like sub-quests, like trying to get no trash in the park, maybe trying to get a certain amount of guests. Those would all definitely be really cool to do. So, now what we're going to do is we are going to leave our park to do its thing, and we're going to clean up some trash, and we're going to come back to you when we have enough money to make our next move.
Cool.
Okay guys, we have a news update. We've hit 1 star. Yay, so we're 1/5 of the way to our first main goal, which is great. No, I'm sorry. Literally, a couple times during that break, someone littered here, and I've had to clean it up, and someone's just done it again. What is it with this corner? Are you guys encouraging these guys to litter? Like, if so, you're fired, mate. And you're fired too, if that's what you're saying. Okay. Now I've had a chat with the fry stall people and the slushy stall people. It's time to have a look at our park then. So, the carousel is really popular. I mean, I checked on it a couple of minutes ago, and it was like fully, every horse was taken. Now, the teacups has nearly paid for itself in its earnings. It's at 520. We paid just over 1,000 for it, and it probably just made so much more money. Yep, now it's at 608. So generally we're doing well. We're at about 4,500 money, and we're gonna start doing some decorations, because if you went to a normal theme park that had no decorations and was literally just rides, you would probably be a bit like, it doesn't make it very exciting, does it? Decorations is a big part of any theme park. So, we are going to add some decorations. Now, fun fact, if you actually add decorations around a ride, it boosts the excitement rating. And that means more people want to go to it. Now, people are still saying that the spiral slide's too expensive, so we're going to down the price again a little bit. Now, if we just check the stats, the excitement is 3.33. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stick some scenery around the place. So we can do trees, we can do all sorts of things, like bushes, rocks, hedges, all of these stuff can help make the park look better. Now I personally really like these trees, and I think that those will be cool. So I'm going to add a line of trees down here, and just like that, this ride is a little bit more exciting for the guests to ride, just because it has scenery. It's that simple. So now what we're going to do is, we can help with this if you want. Just put some scenery, put some nature, things like that around the place, just to help boost these excitement ratings and make our park better. Now, unfortunately, this stuff is quite expensive. I mean, I'm putting down a lot of these bushes and trees, and they're like, well, the trees are 70 money and the bushes are 40, but it's a good investment to make because it makes our park better.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, I'm going to put a row of trees here so it kind of separates it between the food court area and kind of the rides area. So, I'm going to put a row of trees here, which is... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to delete those. Hang on. So, we're going to put a row of trees in this section. So, these trees will actually boost the excitement rating of the teacups ride, which is definitely what we want. And then we can put things like maybe some hedges or these bushes. These are nice. And just put these along here. And we've just spent, or at least, yeah, we've just spent together over £1,500 on scenery. But we can tell this place is looking a lot better. And our theme park's doing a lot better. So, yeah. Now, it's nighttime. And for some reason, it's like the middle of night, it's pitch black outside, and there's still tons of people at our park. I mean, we're not going to be complaining. It's extra business for us. So we're currently at 1 star on our star rating, and we are kind of running out of money again. We're around at 2,842. Considering at the start of the video, we started with 14,000, but to get that 14,000, it took us hours, and well, most of it was actually from the money that they give you at the start. Now, if we were to grind to that 14,000 again from here, it would probably only take us about 20 minutes because our park is much better and has many more sources of income. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to skip ahead in the video until we have a little bit more money and we can make our next move. Okay, so I was just looking through the menu of what rides we can do next, and I think the next ride that we should do is the Space Rings. Now, so far, all of the rides that we have done have been out of the Gentle Ride section. So these are for kind of kids and less adventurous adults. Whereas now, we're going to be doing some from the Intense Ride section. And the first one, and the cheapest ride in the game actually, is this Space Rings. So, I'm going to place this down over here. Actually, no, I'm going to place it down over here, and we can get this going. So as you can see, this is really small, and it generally is quite cheap, but it does earn us money, and any income that we can get does definitely help. So I'm actually going to get rid of this rubbish bin, and then I'm going to add a path, or a queue path actually, that goes round and attaches up to our main path here, right next to our food court. Although I wouldn't recommend going on this ride just after you've eaten because, well, let's see what it does. We're going to put it in testing mode, which means that, well, yeah, we can see what's going on with the ride without anybody actually in it. And as you can see, it gets pretty intense. It flips you all over the place, and genuinely, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. But yeah, like I say, you would not recommend doing it straight after eating. But we want to continue the park more in this direction, so we don't want to block this off with a ride. Now we're going to open this thing up now and have a look. It's got a very high excitement rating, and it's got a quite high intensity rating and nausea, which is what people like, except for the nausea. Nobody really likes nausea. So, good idea, Wally, to add some scenery, because scenery helps with our stars. Okay. And there we go, first person coming on. Sloan, Nelly, and Sam are coming on, hopefully. Yep. And Drake. Oh no, Sam's just changed his mind. Is Drake gonna come on? Oh, the ride started. Either way, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We'll have part 2 coming soon, and we will maybe even add some more adventurous rides, and maybe even, I don't know, maybe a roller coaster. Anyway, guys, see you there. But for now, leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.